Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Tyrese is being applauded for his recent comments on Instagram Live. He was having a conversation, an impassioned conversation, with civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump when he posed the question, where is the anti-hate Black and Latino Americans bill? I ain't got no problem with that, but some of y'all do, so let's talk about it. Family, I have no problem with that statement because that is a statement I made myself when Joe Biden first got in office. In fact, that was like the first damn thing he did when he got in office. As soon as he got in office, he signed that anti-Asian hate bill. Now, we've been trying to get the anti-lynching bill signed into law for decades and decades and decades. Black people been getting slaughtered around this country by racist citizens and police officers. COVID strikes. This is something that Tyrese mentioned. COVID strikes and people are blaming Asians for the COVID-19 pandemic. So there's a spike in violence against Asians in the US. So the first thing that Joe Biden does is go into office and sign an anti-Asian hate bill. So you mean to tell me if a particular group of people are being targeted specifically for their race, that the government can actually do something about it to discourage people from targeting them? You mean that they can actually punish them, like severely, like they can make a law that goes beyond the law being just illegal to harm somebody, but based on their ethnicity, they can make the law even more severe. They can make the punishment even more severe. Interesting, very interesting. What is also interesting is when you hear someone who is running for president say, I'm not just gonna do something. I'm not gonna just say I'm gonna do something for black folks. Now, fam, I gotta call a strike and a ball a ball. I'm not going to act like Kamala Harris didn't make those comments. Just like I don't act like Trump makes the comments that he made. I call both sides out. And on this one, Tyrese is absolutely 1,000% right. He's absolutely right to call it out. But make no mistake, anybody but Trump. Yeah, I know some of y'all thought that I was gonna be like, hey, well, let's take a look at. No. I'm gonna tell you something. If the Republicans didn't just have some of the crud people in their party. If the Republicans did not work so closely with the KKK, if they wasn't so proud of the Proud Boys, if the Proud Boys wasn't so proud of being in that party, they could get some black votes. If the Republicans, what trips me out is that we know the Democrats ain't shit, right? We know that. We know that for a fact. We know they don't like us, right? And we know the Republicans don't like us. But the Democrats, they at least pretend, right? They pretend to like us. Whereas the Republicans say, well, we don't like you, but still you should vote with us. You should vote for us. You should join our party. We don't like you, but you should really join our party. and get off the Democratic plantation. Get off the Democratic, this is what the blacks be saying, the black Republicans. Get off the Democratic plantation. But they won't tell you to come join the Republican plantation because both are equally the same. Let me be clear, fam. We know that the Republicans don't care for black folks. We know that the Democrats don't care for black folks. They're all on the same team. They just have different rhetoric. And when they talk about these laws and stuff, even when the Democrats will help pass a law or whatever, the law typically has no teeth. Because it's one thing to write something into law. It's a whole other to enforce that law. So there's a lot of laws that have been written to so-called advance the rights and the plight of black people in America. But they're not really enforced. For example, you're not supposed to discriminate, but they discriminate all the time. It's just that you can't get caught. See, so they still discriminate, just don't get caught. They talk about affirmative action, which they are striking down affirmative action everywhere. But, you know, we'll hire you, we'll hire a few of y'all, but at the same time, we're going to discriminate against you. You're not supposed to racially profile people, but they racially profile anyway and just say, and they just make up an excuse on why they stop you or why they are accosting you. It's just always some wiggle room for them to still do what they want to do. That's why change has been so slow. But they ain't have no problem making change right away for the Asians. Like that. Anytime, fam, they want to hold people accountable for their actions, they do it just like that. Anytime they want to make an example of somebody, just like that. They can do it if they want to. It has become abundantly clear that in regards to black folks, they just don't want to. And that is because a lot of the people who are at the very top are racist. Your congresswomen, your congressmen, your state reps, your governors, your senators. Let's move on down to the municipality. Your city council members, your comptroller, your sheriff, your unions, your police union president, they all, man, these from the top on down. The education board. Yeah, the clergy. Yeah, healthcare industry. Every major pillar of American society is filled with a racist who are at the very top. Not just racist, corrupt people. Because black folks ain't the only ones who get it bad here. A lot of people get it bad and they're suffering in silence. They think that they're having it better. They think they're good just because they're not black. But they're catching the blues too. They catch hell too. Some are very aware of that. But others, they think, hey man, well, you know, at least I'm not black. Who I ain't got shit going on. I ain't about nothing. I ain't got nothing going on. But who, thank God I ain't black. I heard somebody tell me the other day, well, you know, we're just trying to vote for the lesser of the two evils. I remember Dick Gregory said, if you vote for the lesser of two evils, you're evil yourself. What y'all think about that, fam? Voting for the lesser of two evils. Now, I know some of you are a little confused, but let me make it abundantly clear. Just because you criticize someone, just because you want to hold someone accountable, does not mean that at the same time, you can't support that person. I want to make it abundantly clear. Anybody but Trump. I wish we had better options, but that's all we got. Anybody but Trump. Yeah, that's going to keep them out, because there's a whole lot of people who think just like me, and Trump ain't getting their vote. So no matter how y'all try to be threatening, how y'all try to meme mug and hop in the comments and you on the Democratic plantation, what's Biden gonna do? What Kamala? Let me tell you something. I will vote for alfalfa before I vote for Donald Trump. I'll vote for Shaggy, Scooby-Doo, before I vote for Donald Trump. I'll vote for SpongeBob before I vote for Donald Trump. Donald Trump is inhuman. No way possible I would do the people of these great United States like that. But what say you? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.